don't give me fire, give me double time.
Cat 127 Sports presents Piston Cup Racing. Today it's the Gask-its at the Glen race from Watkins Glen, New York. After a week in Mexico City, we go racing on the oldest road course on the schedule, located 270 miles away from New York City. Let's take a look at our starting grid. In row 1, Jay McPiller in his first pole of the year, with Carl Reeves in the 86 AMD car, one of the 10 racers in the playoffs highlighting yellow. In row 2, Bubba Wheelhouse with Cruz Ramirez in the Rusty's Danico car, both in the playoffs. In row 3, Cal Weathers, another championship contender, with Ryan Laney in the 12 Blinker car. In row 4, Bobby Swift with Lightning McQueen trying to stay relevant in the run for the championship. In row 5, last year's winner Chase Racelaw with Jackson Storm trying to break a long winless streak. In row 6, Daniel Suarez with Brandon Power car, both of them trying to show better stats in the playoffs. In row 7, Phil Tankson with Colin Bargan in the 32 IHOP car. In row 8, Shane Van Gisbergen trying to find an opportunity to win at a road course with 2 more road course races left in the season, with AJ Hollis in the 68 and Tuocola car. In row 9, Master Dragon 4000 with last week's winner at Mexico City, Conrad Camber. In row 10, Ed Truncan trying to play playoff spoiler with Steve LePage in the 34 Trunk Fresh car. In row 11, Rich Mixon with part-time racer Cam Spinner in the 31 Triple Dent car. And starting in row 12 is Brian Spark in the 52 Leakless car. Our weather for this late afternoon is a warm 80 degrees Fahrenheit with 7-mile-per-hour winds from the south and cloudy skies. Here's our race analysis: 5 laps, 12.25 miles around the 2.45 mile track with 9 turns, and pit road speed is 40 miles per hour. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the moment we've been waiting for. Jay McPiller and Carl Reeves will lead the field for the green flag. The pace car makes a hard right turn in the pits. Here we go. The green flag's in the air and we're racing at the Empire State. Whoa, Cruz Ramirez almost tries to block the number 23 above a Wheelhouse. Now here they go into turn 1. Jay McPiller is sailing away with the lead. Meanwhile, Bubba Wheelhouse is trying to catch up to the number 86 to Carl Reeves. Both of them are competing for a championship. That's the reason why you see them in gold, as I said earlier. Here are the ones that are in the playoffs, and here are the ones who are just racing. Except for Cam Spinner, he's just part-time racing, so he's just having fun out there in the field. Side by side for second place, both Carl Reeves and the number 23 Bubba Wheelhouse are battling for a championship, and Bubba Wheelhouse is sailing away with second place. Now here we go into the bus stop. This part is pretty tricky because if you go through it, there's a chance you might get a penalty or something. And you've seen earlier, before we cut away from the camera, Daniel Suarez has passed the number 32 at Colin Bargan and possibly the 48 Brandon Power car. Well, he's currently battling Brandon Power car right now. Now into turn 8, Jay McPiller is sailing away, trying to lead his first lap of the 2025 season. This year has not been a great one for Jay McPiller because earlier he flipped in the Florida 500 and is currently trying to redeem himself by only getting one win a year after winning his championship. And Jay McPiller will lead the first lap of the Gask-its at the Glen race. Now Bubba Wheelhouse is trying to challenge the number 4. Now here they go into turn 1 and Bubba Wheelhouse will take the lead here at Watkins Glen. Now here they go into turn 2 again. We're expecting some pretty crazy things to happen throughout this race because it's a road course like last week at Mexico. Here's a look at Carl Reeves in the championship contenders, and there's contact from the number 52 of Brian Spark and the Shane Van Gisbergen. And he goes through the grass. Well, that sucks to be the number 88. This was the only chance to win. Let's see if Chicago will do better. Alright, here's a look at what just happened earlier. So the 52 just drove directly into the 88, made some contact, and moved into the guardrail, and there's contact with the 69 Master Dragon 4000 and the 52 of Brian Spark. Well, he's getting into a few racers' nerves, first with Shane Van Gaskenberg, and now with last year's rookie, Master Dragon 4000. Alright, you're looking at Bubba Wheelhouse right now. He is currently trying to enter turn number 9, and Jay McKiller is far away from him. He's going to earn 2 bonus points once he crosses the start-finish line again. Right here. He has 2 extra bonus points just because of he leaded lap 2, and he has the fastest lap of the field so far. And unfortunately, he's not highlighting green right now. Pretty sure they're going to fix that. Jay McPillar is trying to win another race because he has not won in a long time. He's trying to break a long winless streak. Now you're right along with the number 86 of Carl Reeves. He is currently sitting in third place against the number 51 of Cruz Ramirez, and Cal Wires is trying to pass his teammate. Trouble! Colin Bargan gets turned by the 52 of Brian Spark. He hits the guardrail, and Brandon Power Car is in it. A lot of damage to him. Along with the 99 Daniel swerves, and they pile up behind the number 32. So a lot of damage to the number 48 car. And he's currently sitting 8th in the standings. Pretty sure it's going to hurt him even more after this incident. Here's a look what just happened earlier. Yeah, the 52 spun out the 32, and then the 52 hard lick to the guardrail. The 48 just ran over the number 32. The 99 Daniel Suarez have nowhere to go, and behind them they just stack up. Now it looks like a line in an urban area. The 34 probably got a dent in this front hood. They slowed down just because they realized the yellow was out. That's the reason why they just stopped there. Alright, here's a look at it again. The 32 got loose, and the 52 went out to the left. Yeah, the 34 got dents in the hood. And Master Dragon 4000 in it. Here's a view from the Lightyear blimp. Wow, the 28 just gave the 32 a smooch. Let's have an onboard with the number 48 Brandon Power Car. Just slammed directly into the 32. He could have turned to the left or the right to avoid him. Yeah, this is going to hurt him again after the incident from Mexico last week. Here's an onboard Daniel Suarez. At least he's getting some damage. It's right along with the number 28 Phil Tankson. Oh, no dents for him. And at 34 just went behind the 28. He probably has some near damage. We'll be right back since Colin Bargan and Brian Spark bring out the first caution of the day. Welcome back to Watkins Glen International for the Gask-its at the Glen. We're ready to go back green next time by, but right now it's not saying we're going back green. Instead, you're looking at Brian Spark, Brandon Powercar, and Steve Page heading to the pits after that incident that happened in one of the turns. Brian Spark is currently repairing the damage, along with Steve Page and Brandon Powercar. Did I say Brandon Powercar twice? I meant Brian Spark if I said him twice again. Now the 48 and the 34 are heading out of the pits. And unfortunately, we're going to have a 2-lap shootout of overtime since we did not finish the race under green. Because this is a 5-lap race and the caution came out during lap 3. So we're going to have a 2-lap shootout of overtime. If the leaders get the white flag, the next flag will end the race. Doesn't matter if it's a caution or the checker flag. And if they wreck before they get the white flag, we're going to have to restart again. So we could do this all day. Anyways, the lights are off the pace car and we're ready to go back green next time by. That's the reason why I say he's going back green instead of first caution. So once we exit out of the bus stop, we're about to restart double foul. So Bubba Wheelhouse to the top and Jay McPillar to the bottom. I believe this race might head over to number 4 Jay McPillar or the 23 Bubba Wheelhouse. Alright, there they are, restarting double foul. So McPillar to the top and Wheelhouse to the bottom. Cruz Ramirez is trying to win, and here's a look at the playoff cutoff line. Cal Weathers is in the last of transfer spot. Meanwhile, Light McQueen is 5 points behind him. Daniel Suarez is 7 points behind Cal Weathers, and Brandon Powercar, that's not good for him. He's in a must-win situation along with Master Dragon 4000 and Phil Tankson. Alright, this is it. Their only shot on trying to win this race. Either one of these racers in the playoffs or Jay McPillar. The pace car is heading back to the pits. Here we go. Overtime restart number 1 is underway here at the Glen. They're 3 wide. Colin Bargan, Cal Weathers, Cruz Ramirez, and others. Jay McPillar in high command again for the second time today. Now here to go to turn 1. They're going to go really crazy here. Yep, they go off the curves, but we don't even have any penalties for going off that curve unless you're trying to cut a corner. Now to battle for the lead between the Jay McPillar and the 23 Bubba Wheelhouse. Meanwhile, Brandon Powercar is still in the pits. That's the reason why he says pits on the left side of the screen. Side by side for the lead between the number 4 Jay McPillar and the 23 Bubba Wheelhouse. Here they go into the bus stop. They're trying to battle it out. Bubba Wheelhouse got loose. He failed to pass number 4. Let's see if we could try again here in this bank turn. Watching this part of the race with overtime with 2 to go. Yeah, just anxious for the viewers just because you don't know if the caution will come out or not. And we're going to have to restart again if the caution comes out. Now into turn 8 and turn 9. Trying to get the white flag. McPillar's trying to run away from number 23 because he wants to play playoff spoiler. Now here we go. The official has the white flag in his hand. Will they get it? Yes, they do. The white flag's out. One more time around here at Watkins Glen. Now here they go into turn 1. Bubba Wheelhouse has 1 shot on trying to win this race so he can get more points than Carl Reeves and Conrad Camber, including Cruz Ramirez. Now into turn number 2. Both of them are fidgeting for first place. And Eddie Troncamp blows an engine in one of the straightaways. We're still green. The officials say they're about to throw out the caution once the cars come back to the start-finish line. Meanwhile, Jay McPillar and Bubba Wheelhouse are still fidgeting for the lead. Now here they go into the back straightaway, now into the bus stop turn. Now here they go into the bus stop for the final time. Bubba Wheelhouse is trying to make another pass against number 4 Jay McPillar. Now into the bank turn. This is giving me Marcus Ambrose, and they're wrecking behind them. According to Phil Tankson gets turned by number 52 of Brian Spark, and the caution comes out. Up in the air goes the 99 of Daniel Suarez. Wow. I see still stay in the ground in all 4 wheels. The caution is out, so it either has to be the 423 that was in the lead. If you stay in the lead once the caution comes out, you're the race winner. Now coming back to the checkered flag, and it appears to be Jay McPillar. He has officially won the Gask-its at the Glen race. Congratulations to number 4 Jay McPillar for winning the TS25 Gask-its at the Glen race. It's official, the 4 was up in front when the yellow came out. A good win for the number 23, a good race. Earlier I said that this race is giving me Marcus Ambrose versus Brad Keselowski vibes. Anyways, here's a look at what just happened earlier. The 28 got turned by the number 52. Number 52 also did the same thing to the 31, and a few others went in blind because there was a bunch of smoke and dirt. The 36 runs over to the number 99 and then went up in the air for a few seconds. I thought he was going to flip over. That would have been scary. Also crazy at a road course. But here's a look at it again. Well, the 31 just spun out. Both of the 69 and 99 said hi to each other. The 36 had nowhere else to go. He just ran over to the 99. I hope he's okay. Here's a view from the Lightyear blimp. The 69 just slide into the 99. Hard hit. Well, there'll be no penalties for the others. And there's an incident in the pits. Cruz Ramirez into the sand barrels. Colin Bargan. Why? Why did he hit it? Well, Brian Spark avoided that mistake. Let's see if Cam Spanner's going to avoid it. Yep. And Jackson Storm hits the sand barrels. Why? We had this incident last year in September, and they're doing this again. Tyson 99 didn't do it like the 51 and the others. Alright, here's a look at it again. Alright, well, they were going to go back to the pits. Cruz Ramirez just hits the sand barrels. Why? And 32 is like, yeah, I'm also going to do it. Now it's a blown engine. He's going back around. Not smart. Yeah, definitely not smart. Also, the 20 does it. Maybe intentionally or accidentally. Or he's looking at the replay from earlier. Phil Tankson got turned by the number 52. That's the best footage you can find of the 99 going up in the air as number 36. Here's down where Daniel swerves himself. Whew. That's pretty scary. Here's on board the 69 Master Dragon 4000. That's not a good angle. That's scary for him. Here's a look at it again. Replay in full speed. Here are the official results. Bubba Wheelhouse is the fastest car of the evening with a lap time of 1 minute and 17.647 seconds. He'll earn that bonus point despite losing the race against Jake McPillar. Here are the points after this race. Both Carl Reeves and Conrad Campbell are already locked into the championship round. Blake McQueen is 3 points away from passing his teammate Cal Weathers in the points. And both Phil Tankson and Brandon Parker are in a must-win situation after failing to finish in the top 10 for the second week in a row. If any of the two don't win at New Hampshire, they will be eliminated. For a closer look at the standings for future and past races, check the pinned comment of the video. Next week, we're racing back on an oval at New Hampshire for the Leagueless 301, starting Wednesday, June 25th at 5 p.m. Eastern and 2:30 p.m. Pacific. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. This is the Candy Camp Turn 27, signing out.